Twitch streamer Alinity, she's not supposed to be a copyright expert, but at the same time, you shouldn't be quoting copyright law as a way to silence your critics just because they call you a name that you don't like. That's not copyright. That's not what copyright's for. I'm pretty sure you all know that, but I thought I'd make a video to clear it up. Hello everyone, I'm Leonard French, your favorite copyright attorney, and today we're here to talk about a weird copyright situation that's happened between a Twitch streamer and PewDiePie, of all people. So we're talking about a Twitch streamer by the name of Alinity. She has about 650,000 followers and about 37 million views on Twitch. She is an objectively beautiful lady. And she watches a video of PewDiePie on her stream. If you want to see it for yourself, you have to go to her 7-hour stream and start at around the 2-hour and 15-minute mark. We'll put a link in the description below. It seems like she hasn't seen his video before and she's just watching it on her stream. It could be that a viewer sent it in to say that she showed up in one of PewDiePie's videos. At some point she rewinds the video, watches part of it again, all on stream, rebroadcasting PewDiePie's video as she's watching it with her camera in as well. PewDiePie's video is a funny video of him trying an eye tracking device, which shows a circle on the screen wherever you're looking. He goes through different YouTube videos, realizes that the hotter girls are distracting, and he keeps finding his eyes darting over to wherever there's a picture of a beautiful lady. There is a montage of him watching beautiful female Twitch streamers and trying not to look at inappropriate places. Each female is presented on screen for about 2 to 3 seconds. PewDiePie talks about how hard it is to control himself and says that the girls won't control him. I just feel like they win over them. They're not going to win over me. Stupid Twitch. And he uses a derogatory word for promiscuous women, which is not something that I think is a really productive word, but that is where Alinity became offended. Let's put it that way. She pauses the video. She says, "Seriously, you just said that? I'm going to copystrike this guy, just for that word." She then calls to someone in the background and asks whether they can copystrike PewDiePie immediately. She does not seem to provide in-depth commentary or critique while watching the video. Her comments include, "I like those lights in the background, they look so wonderful. I've never watched PewDiePie before, by the way. What is this? I don't judge him. I used to use a shampoo bottle to hold up my camera. This is so cool, I need this." I think referring to the eye tracking software. In total, she spends about 3 minutes watching his video. His total video length is about 9 to 10 minutes long. Philip DeFranco did 2 videos on the subject, one on Wednesday and one on Thursday. I'll also include those links. She claims that she doesn't know how copyright works, but uses a company to represent her. That company is CollabDRM. When she finds infringing material, she reports it to them. Then they issue a copyright claim where she is given part of the revenue for the video. Since PewDiePie is a larger YouTuber, she feels she can get a significant amount of money from him. CollabDRM does offer the service she's referring to, and they told Philip DeFranco that they determined the video was fair use and did not copyright claim the video. Meanwhile, PewDiePie took down the video and edited the Alinity section out of it. PewDiePie said that the video was copyright claimed by CollabDRM, but because they don't give any timestamps, he can't confirm whether it was because of the clip from Alinity. CollabDRM said that they reviewed the PewDiePie video and did determine it to be fair use. They didn't copyright strike the video, yet they did claim it, and that doesn't explain why. On Thursday, Philly D had some more info, including an interview with Alinity where she says she never actually claimed PewDiePie's video, rather it was CollabDRM on their own that claimed it, which PewDiePie confirmed. After which CollabDRM issued a statement that they messed up and that PewDiePie's video was eventually determined to be fair use on appeal. So what's going on here? Is this who's making a fair use of whom? Remember, there are 4 fair use factors. Factors 1 and 4 are the most important. Factor 1 is about the transformation of the work, And the fourth factor is about the market usurpation, or whether the markets overlap. And one of the major issues is whether or not the material is outright copied, or whether it is copied for a transformative purpose, or whether criticism and commentary are being made. And it's up to a judge, but we of course saw in the H3H3 lawsuit that Judge Forrest set down a really, really clear as I think can be, standard for fair use with videos like this. If you use only the portion that you need and you make some kind of transformative purpose, that's pretty much a fair use. Of course, a fair use analysis needs to be done, for each and every individual video. So it's not like we can just say every video of this kind is automatically a fair use. But if we look at Alinity's video, it appears that she was just watching PewDiePie's video on stream. Perhaps one or two things that she said could have been commentary, but she was not using the minimum amount of his stream necessary to make her criticism or commentary point. Instead, she was simply playing his video and commenting on it in the background, much like an MST3K set. And if you remember, MST3K did license their material from KTLA TV, so it is a copyright issue for Alinity to use PewDiePie's video in that way. Now, I don't expect there to be any fallout whatsoever from that, especially now that PewDiePie has removed her from the video to avoid the situation. But that's how a hypothetical would work out in this situation. Now, PewDiePie's use was arguably transformative in the sense that he was not showing her on stream to show her instead of that people watching her show. People could see her on his video and wonder who that is and go watch her show. But he only used her for about 2 or 3 seconds, tried not to look at her female parts, and then moved on to the next section of the video or whatever. So, in my humble opinion, that is far closer to a transformative and not market usurping purpose. Whereas she's showing his whole video, and basically after you watch her section of the video, you really don't need to go and watch PewDiePie's video because you've seen what he did. Now, she didn't use the whole thing, so it's not really that strong of a not fair use case against her. That's just my humble opinion, that she was not making a fair use and PewDiePie was. But this is entirely a hypothetical situation because the whole thing is done, no one is going after anybody, and it's probably completely over and done with. As to collab DRM, not including the timestamps or not giving information about what copyright infringement you have found is considered an unclean hands situation, and if there was a court case, your opponent would have a defense that collab DRM's hands were unclean, that they had not participated in good faith in attempting to resolve the copyright dispute without going to court. So if, for example, if PewDiePie got sued by Alinity, a hypothetical situation, PewDiePie would claim that collab DRM's claim is avoided because collab DRM's hands are unclean in not providing more information about the copyright claim. But since PewDiePie is editing her out of the video anyway, that should take care of that, and there should be no issue whatsoever in the future with that. Even we have been copyright claimed before, but this is a normal thing on YouTube. When you put a video up on YouTube, if it contains anything that matches any of YouTube's Content ID library, the situation gets identified and it goes to the second step of the Content ID inquiry, which is what happens, what are the settings of the Content ID inquiry for that piece of content. And many content owners or agents like Collab DRM will claim the monetization of those videos instead of striking them or taking them down. So that's what this is about, is Collab DRM helps monetize content that is allegedly not a fair use and allegedly not owned by the uploader and instead owned by some other person or entity who is a customer of Collab DRM. Even we have had our work stolen. I have had a video that went viral that was then copied by Mio Yiannopoulos, and I did have representation through Viral Hog, who didn't really do a great job of trying to get any monetization out of Mio Yiannopoulos, and instead I had to very sternly ask Viral Hog to issue a takedown notice if they weren't going to be able to monetize it. It took several months because I got pushback from Viral Hog, but eventually Mio Yiannopoulos' video copy of mine was taken down. So what do you think of that? That's a really interesting situation, and although it's at this point just a hypothetical, it shows how easy these come up. The Twitch streamer Alinity, she's not supposed to be a copyright expert, but at the same time, you shouldn't be quoting copyright law as a way to silence your critics just because they call you a name that you don't like. That's not copyright. That's not what copyright's for. I'm pretty sure you all know that, but I thought I'd make a video to clear it up. So thank you for joining me. I'm Leonard French, your favorite copyright attorney. Have a great weekend.